Hi everyone, getting ready to make some cube steak for supper, and I thought I could take you along. Are you interested in having cube steak and mashed potatoes and green beans? This is going to be a good meal. Welcome to YC Cooks and Bakes. I hope everybody's having a great day today. If you like my videos, please comment, like, and subscribe. I would love to bring you lots of recipes. But right now, let me get to seasoning this cube steak. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, I have my cube steak all seasoned. Now I'm going to go ahead and, prepare them to be chicken fried. So I'm going to be putting them in a flour mixture that has spices in it. I'm just dredging them in the flour and spices. Okay, I'm going to finish this job, and then I'm going to get my oil ready and bring you back. Okay, I'm back. I have put some vegetable oil in a deep pan, and with a little bit of butter so I could brown the meat, and I'll show you. That's what it looks like. I'm using a deep pan so it doesn't splatter everywhere. And I've sprayed a big dining hall pan again so that I can, put it in the oven after with the meat. And you know that I dredged the beef in flour, and I'm gonna dredge it just lightly again before placing it into the hot oil to chicken fry it. Okay. I had turned down I didn't want to splatter the camera. I think that's why I turned it down a little bit. Need to turn it back up now. Ooh. And maybe a little piece can go in there. And I'll show you what it looks like frying down in the pan. You can see down in there. It's frying. Okay. Then I just do, you know, just a few minutes on each side, and then I turn it over. And what I'm going to do is after I'm done chicken frying these with a little bit of flour, and I put them in my pan, I'm going to make a nice gravy sauce for them with some probably mushrooms and onions, and put it across the top of it. So it will be chicken fried cube steak with mushrooms and onions. If you're hearing a lot of racket, that's my German Shepherd. She's a mess. I'm getting a fork so I can turn them over. You're just trying to brown them on each side. Okay. You'll see now that I turned them over, they're brown on this side. I hope I can show you what they look like. See how they're browning? And I will bring you back when I get a few of them done. Okay, we're back. We're all done doing the meat. I'm trying to put this aside so I can make my gravy with that. It's so hot. But anyway, all okay. Now I'm going to slice my onion so we can make the gravy that goes on top of the chicken fried cube steak. You can do it, you know, half moons or like I am. I'm just slicing it. Because what I'm going to do is saute these in the bottom of that pot where I was frying all the cube steak, so it can pick up all the flavorings that are in the bottom of the pot. That didn't help that center part came up. Anyway, this part here I don't like. I'm gonna throw that out. All right, that's good enough. All right, as long as we have some onion. I'm just putting it in a plate because I'm going to be putting this in that pot. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and do the mushrooms. And I just gently wiped these off. You don't want to immerse this particular fungi in water because it'll make your sauce runny. This is the one vegetable I don't do that to because it's like a fungus. So, but you do want to wipe it really good with paper towels. Oh, okay. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do with these, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back. Now, the first thing you want to do to help get the stuff up off the bottom of that pot, all that flavor where everything is gone, is to use some, like 4 or 5 tablespoons of butter. This is 4. Okay. And you're going to use a wooden spoon, and you're going to try to get up off all of the seasonings at the bottom of that pot before putting in your bouillon to make your gravy. Okay. And then when you get the butter lifting up some of the stuff off the bottom of the pot, that's when you saute the onions and the mushrooms, and it will capture all of that flavor from the meat that you just chicken fried, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. So I'll bring you back. Okay, I have the onions and the mushrooms sauteed in the butter and all of the beautiful drippings that were in the bottom of that pan, so you can see them, I think. Anyway, at this point I am going to add flour to the butter to make a roux, so that when I pour in my broth, it will thicken it into a gravy. There, you only need about 4, just for every tablespoon of butter that you put, you just put a spoon of flour. Okay. Right, again, I'm using my wooden spoon. And you just push it around, the flour around in the butter until it thickens, like a little paste, like a roux. I wish I had an angle where you all could see this, because it's picking up all the flavor in the pan. It actually like foams up. See? And then now I just add in my broth. Like that. And when this comes to boil, it will, be thickened. And then with all the wonderful flavor. Now, if I feel like I need some more, I do have some, gravy packs if I think I need to add more to it. Because we're going to serve the chicken fried cube steak with mashed potatoes. So you want enough to cover the meat and then put some on your potatoes. And the reason I go through this today is this is one of the days that my husband is home from work. So I make it a little extra special. Okay, it's starting to thicken up pretty good now. And I will show you when I pour it on the meat how delicious it looks. I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm pleased with how the gravy turned out and my sauce. So I am going to put it on top of the cube steak now. I do have this on, just so you know. I'm taping, in other words. And I'll stop it here in just a second and you'll be able to get on by. Okay, I'm back. I went to get some black pepper so I could crush, more black pepper over the top of it. And I will show it to you now before putting it back into the oven. So, there goes the stand, but let me see if I can get y'all closer. See? That's what it looks like. It looks really delicious with all the the onions and the mushrooms and the gravy. See? So you can see where when people get a piece of that on their plate, and there's still going to be lots of gravy for them to put on their potatoes, So I wanted to show that to you. And we'll work on, I got mashed potatoes and green beans to do, and that's it. So I'm going to put this in the oven now. Okay, I just wanted to tell you that I put a little bit of foil across it. I didn't seal it because I don't want to make my gravy watery, but I don't want it to have a skin either while I'm trying to do potatoes. So I just lightly put foil over it, and you put the shiny side facing the food. Whether you're putting it in the bottom of the pan or the top of the pan, the shiny side always faces the food, just in case you never thought about that before. Some people know that, some people don't. And so I will bring you back. Hi, I've been peeling potatoes. I needed one more because this one, looked a little rotten. So I grabbed a potato. I thought, hey, that's awfully big. That's like a baking potato. So I thought, well, let me go grab a smaller one, right? Look. I mean, I could hide behind it. Look at these potatoes. It's huge. They're huge. Just wanted to show you that. Okay, so when I do my potatoes, I always cut them up in smaller pieces first. I don't know if you do. Anyway. So tell me in the comments what you and your family decided to have for dinner tonight. I know some people on Saturdays, they'll just order food or go pick up fast food. We're not a fast food family, so we don't do that. It's rare when we do, and it usually just means that we have something, a lot going on where we don't have time to cook. So let me put some of these in the pot so I can have more room, because we got these big, gigantic gigantuans. I hope I can cut it. I might need a big knife. Ugh. It's kind of hard to cut, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not used to working with such big, monstrous potatoes. Okay. There we go. And I just used, I just have green beans from the freezer. Sometimes I like to get the canned ones, but they don't always have them.